So, final race, oh yes, Bathurst. I really would have preferred Surfer's Paradise, but this is my second favorite track of the game here. Really, really fun track. I love the elevation changes, the complex corners, and we do have a mandatory pit stop. So this will be quite a long race. We even start out last, but let's not let that discourage us. We have plenty of room to catch up. And oh man, I remember when the first times I played this game, when I first got it, I always loved doing this track because, after the first time you do it, you always expect the computers to mess up. I mean, the computers always do horrible on this track. I mean, they almost always do. So you will, but it's also on the other end of the spectrum. It's very easy for you to mess up. Because I've already done this track before, so really I don't need to explain all that again. I did it in the Asia Pacific Championship and also in the Australian Championship. So, yeah, we're already doing very well, fourth, or fixed to hopefully be fourth. Come on, Purpley. Is that Montana or is that his partner? And I can see everybody I need to see. That is always nice. Yeah, this will be a long race, though. 8 laps, and each lap is very long. This track is one of the longest in the game. I really think this is... Yeah, see what I mean? The computers always mess up. But somehow that didn't hurt him very much because I turned him right back around. But yeah, it's also on the other end. For example, it's easy for you to mess up on your own. Run into a wall accidentally. And if you run into it at the wrong angle, you can really damage your engine severely. And also, if, say, a granny or grandpa spins out, like that one did right in front of me. He was right in front of me, so it wasn't so bad. But say he was way ahead of me when he did it, and then he was stopped. And then say you hit him at like 90, 100 miles an hour. Well, that really is going to do significant damage to your car. So, things to look out for on this track. I usually, unless I'm first, or unless I know that first is way ahead of me or something, and I can see it on the map, I usually take it easy through that area, and am very expectant of grannies or grandpas stopped, on the road.
Cars are starting to come in for their stops now.
So yeah, we already almost have this. Is this going to be another boring race where I stay ahead for 90% of it and then just only pull away? No, Justin Labonte didn't think so. He's like, hey, we're going to drag this out a little longer. Good. I want a little more excitement.
Good work. You're catching the car ahead.
Yeah, we're going to catch them. Don't worry. If we don't catch them here, we're going to catch them on that straightaway. Also, this curve tends to get me because I just demonstrated. Because I tend to turn in too much. I'm not worried though. Nah, he didn't. We'll catch up. I'm not worried at all on this track. Not worried at all. Yeah, I generally take it real easy on that area. For my own safety and also in case one of them really messes up. And see, we already almost caught him again. And we should catch up even more on this straightaway. Because I think their maximum speed, since they don't ever spread their gears, I think they can only go like 140. So we'll be going a good 10 mile an hour faster, so we should be able to catch up. I didn't catch up as much as I like, but it is what it is. We'll have it. Not like we don't have 6 more laps to catch him, eh? At least it makes it a little more interesting. I tell you, Watkins Glen and Monza were very uneventful. I mean, I just completely annihilated them. Man, I'm really not doing too hard. Run off the road a little bit. The graphics in this game are pretty good too. Really, the trees actually look very realistic. At least in my opinion, I think they're pretty good. Especially for its time. I think this game was either 98 or 2000. I want to say 2000 when it came out.
Justin Labonte is over 5 seconds ahead.
Is he? We'll see what he is by the end of this lap. I doubt he'll be that much. I'll probably pit on the end of the 4th lap. That way I'll pit at the halfway point. It may be a good strategy to use on this track, is since it is kind of hard. Is oh yeah, we caught you already.
Justin Labonte is ahead. Try and
And
catch
since
him.
it's so it can be easy to mess up, you know, and damage your engine on that, especially that really rigorous part. It might be a good idea, even if you went all the way up to the 7th lap, to not pit until, you know, to make sure you don't damage your engine by accident. Of course, in that case, you know, you could even damage it on the 1st lap, and then you'd want to pit after the 1st lap. But the 1st lap's really the one that you're going to be more prone to, because you have all the car interaction, you know, because it's before everybody's all spread out.
Well done.
Really good
That's
lap.
the fastest lap so far.
156, really good lap.
5 laps to go. Repeat, 5 laps to go.
Yep, and after this lap, it's the halfway point. So we're getting there, my friends. We are getting there. And now it's just chilling time, pretty much. Us already being in the lead, and we already have a decent little lead. We hadn't been in front very long, but what time we have has been very good. I can still see him though. He's still there, making his presence known. Good old Justin Labonte. One thing though is, if you do choose Justin Labonte all throughout the game, you know, through the championships, you will have different offers than if you choose Jason Jarrett. I think if you, instead of having an Alfa Romeo, I think if you choose Justin Labonte, you'll probably have you'll either have the BMW or the Renault Laguna. But actually, and that depends on if you got first in the previous championship. That will apply to any championship. That whatever place you get in the previous one that you did will determine what offers you get for the subsequent championship that you try. So let's go ahead and pit us after the 4th lap.
Right,
But
you know the
that
drill.
applies
What
for the
tires do you
whole.
want?
Oh man, my windshield's actually cracked. That's pretty good effects. Really good. It actually looks like this car is made of plastic or something. If you just look on the inside of it, that doesn't look very realistic. However, like the sky and the trees, they really did a good job on that. So, that knocked us down to 3rd. Because that was over a 20-second pit stop. But we'll catch up. Oh man, we actually lost our hood. I didn't realize I'd done that much damage to this car. Like, if your hood is kind of popped up, they will actually take your hood off or your bumper off, even if it's not falling off yet. If it is hanging, they will actually take that off when you have a pit stop. So I think that's pretty neat. I never explained that before. So yeah, they took our hood off, I guess, so that it doesn't litter the track. You know, for safety reasons and all. Man, that would really be dangerous, wouldn't it? I mean, in this game, you know, if you run over a hood or a bumper or something, you know, it's no big deal. I mean, you just run over it. It doesn't even slow you down or anything. But in real life, imagine. I mean, that could really, really That would really, really do something, probably. Oh, there's a bumper I just hit. It looked like it should have flown up above the fence, but I don't know if it did or not. Probably still be there on the next lap. You lame-o, we already almost caught you. You passed us and we already almost caught you. Who is it, Bob Montana? Or is it some other wacko? Oh no, it's somebody in the Ford Mondeo. Somebody that has not won a race yet, or been any opposition to us whatsoever.
Well done.
Might be Zanetti. I think he did get second on one race, or third. But he has not even pitted, obviously, and we already passed him, so passed him back, so that's pretty impressive. And Justin Labonte just pitted, so
3 laps to go.
we have our lead back. So now we have 3 more laps of just being in front of everybody, uneventful. My beautiful car. My beautiful, beautiful car. That's not really beautiful after all the abuse that I've given it. Dang, look how far behind they are. Let's see if we can get us another 20-second lead. I bet we can do it. I bet we can. So far, this is our best lap. Will it end up being our best lap? Took that very well. Didn't even have to slow down. Usually I slow down a little bit just to be on the safe side, but if you turn in at the right angle, you can take it full throttle. But once again, as I said, you have to be really careful on this track. Did very well on that too. Really like becoming the Bathurst master. I think so far this has really been good. I hadn't hit a wall, or I have a little bit, but you know, I haven't significantly hit a wall at all. So that is what's up. So yep. Dunlop tires. I've never had Dunlop tires. Are there any good? Anybody in the comments, let me know. Man, that would have been the best lap, but I kind of screwed. Well, it still was the best lap, but I really messed up there at the end.
Repeat, only 2 laps to go.
Let's see. So far, I'm at least 12 seconds ahead. At least. Only 2 laps to go. You know, I actually just thought of this, but like for races like this where it's not very eventful, I probably could speed it and play some kind of music in the background or something. But I've done this whole project, so you'll just hear my beautiful voice. Yeah, right. So going up the hill, going down the hill. Wee! I just love this track. Oh man. But like I say, you know, if you turn too early, like right there, you really better hit the brakes, you know, before you hit it. You inevitably hit the opposite wall, because that's what will be bound to happen. Going downhill again, a little boost in acceleration. Ooh, I think I busted my windshield. Yeah, I busted it completely now. But so far we hadn't damaged our engine, so that's good. This track is very well known for being able to do that. Seems like I did do the German championship now that I think of it, because I remember doing their Nürburgring. Or was it that in the European championship that I did it? Because I think that was the worst accident I had this whole playthrough. Or let's play.
You are currently on the maximum 10.
I mean, I hit that one wall so hard that wants a chain in the burgering, and I mean, I ended up losing that race. I don't know if I made the right decision, but I pitted right after it because I think they would inevitably caught me because I think my steering and my engine was damaged. So I was pretty screwed. So yeah, this definitely ain't the best lap. I think I'm getting tired now. I've been recording for over an hour straight. There is 15 minutes. But we're almost done. Oh man, I ran off the road. It's alright though, we're almost there. We got a good lead. I could pretty much do donuts for probably 10 seconds and probably still win. If I chose to do that. Ooh, dang. This really was a bad lap. 4 seconds worse. I imagine they caught up a little bit, so I might not get the 20-second lead I wanted. That's alright though, we'll win. A 10, 15-second lead, still pretty good. Almost there. Come on, car. You're almost home. You're almost there. Then you'll be able to rest. You won't have to be tortured by Sky anymore. Unless I choose to use you for the bonus video. Look at all the bumpers. Bumpers littering the road everywhere.
Yeah, great drive, pal. Great drive.
Great drive indeed. Great drive indeed.
Let's look back now at the race highlights.
Yeah, we really don't need to, I don't think. We don't need to do that.
Let's take a look at the results.
Oh, I did have my 20-second lead. 21, matter of
Taking the
fact.
checkered flag once more was Jason Jarrett.
Dang, third was 45.
In second place, another podium finish for Justin
I didn't
Labonte.
overlap anybody, but
In third place, and his second podium finish, Paolo Zanetti.
yeah, 1 minute and 46 seconds.
Let's see how today's result affects
I wasn't
the
far from
championship.
overlapping him.
Casting the competition aside and taking the championship title, Jason Jarrett. He certainly proved that he can mix it with the pros, and who knows what is next for him.
And who knows indeed. Really,
Some
in
great
real life,
performances throughout the series.
these are real life
Not enough for
racers
the
that I
title.
don't really
In
think
second place
much ever became of
for
them.
the Loec Racing
And really,
team,
they
Justin
really didn't
Labonte.
do like a stock car racing. I think they did like some kind of a touring car racing or something, but either way, neither one of them really ever accomplished much. I should have really pointed that out earlier, but it's kind of sad. But they did get a game named after them, and we got our code rear fear, and we unlocked some more cars. And actually, I didn't unlock all the cars, so I probably will do more of the championships and unlock all of them. But I probably won't show that on screen. But anyway, I want to thank you very much for joining me. Hope you have a blessed day.